Hello, hello. Testing. Let me chat myself to make sure. Hello, stream. Ew. That's from YouTube. That. Twitch. Okay, cool. Cool. Before I even start, hold on. Give it a little second before I start talking. So today's stream, super short. Last stream was a disaster. I tried to 3-star MOC. I don't even know why I was struggling so much, but I just was. So this time around, I'm gonna see what I can do to fix my account, essentially. I'm going to assess my units, what units I want to use for that last MOC. I know it just refreshed, but like that old one, I'm still stuck on 11 stars. And yeah, I'm just gonna grind it out today. I mean, it's only gonna be like an hour or so of streaming, but even so, I gotta focus up. I have a bunch of refills. Hold on. Yeah, I have like 61 refills, all because I haven't like actually like been actively using them for any unit, which is probably why I'm struggling so much. But yeah. With that in mind, I'm actually gonna go run through some of my dailies, see what's missing, and yeah, actually let's do a quick account review before I do anything in this game. So, right now in my team, I have equipped Silver Wolf, and I really want to work on her because she has this tutorial light cone. Wait, hold on. Let me re-record this for an intro. I have 7 days to complete MOC 12 before it resets. Can I fix my account before then? Who fucking knows? I'm stupid. Okay. Boom. Intro recorded. Okay. So, this is Silver Wolf. Her traces. Her relics. Okay, not great. We'll talk about that later, after we pick which units I want to use for MOC. It's my Acheron. Perfect traces, everything's unlocked. Of course, anything for my queen. Relics, dude, they're actually so mid, but whatever. Eidolons, none to speak of. Let me click through this a little faster. Yeah. I'm not sure when set or what sets plural would be good on Pela, but this is what I'm working with. Bushwan. I mean, she's got decent HP and defense stats, I think, right? I just recently got her signature light cone. Hopefully that will help me because I did not have that and I was not using Fushuan as much as I should have because she's actually kind of goated. Pretty standard. Robin. Yeah, I have none of this upgraded. Oh, I can upgrade her health. I mean, she's pretty squishy. But yeah, everything attack. Clara, oh my god, dude. I'd really, like, I have mixed feelings about Clara, but I feel like I have to build her because I lost pretty much all of my pity. Or, sorry, I lost all of my 50/50s to Clara. Like, I got her light cone on the light cone banner. And then I have her E2. Isn't that crazy. Like at this point, like the game's begging me like on their knees to like build her. Maybe I should listen. Then there's Himiko, my favorite Honkayer. I really love her so much, but then I don't have her built at all because I mean, this is most of the times enough for pure fiction. But I mean, lately content's been really hard on pure fiction, so I'm thinking maybe I'll have to up the ante, really put into work, get these to like 10 or maybe 8. I don't know if 10's worth it for Himiko specifically, but maybe her supports like Ron May. Well, I mean, obviously they're already 10. Never mind. She's got Memory of the Past going on. Relics are got Watchmaker on her 4-piece. My Jinglu, I've kind of benched her for now. I mean, like, she's kind of the best unit on my team. Besides that abysmal crit rate, but that her kit makes up for it. Plus, I usually run her with Fushuan anyway, so it's not too much of an issue for me. I mean, push goes to shove, like, I'll just slot in Jinglu and brute force MOC 12. And Bailu, I don't use her anymore. I used to in the early game, but ever since I got Locha and Fushuan, like she's just kind of been overshadowed. And plus the 4-star healers are actually so much better than her. Like Gallagher and Lynx are actually so much better in terms of value. I don't have them upgraded though, which is probably my weakest point in my account. Like now that I think about it, because they fulfill such niches. Like if I want to run Clara, I should probably have a Lynx. Let's be honest, because of the aggro, right? Or if I'm running Break, like I want to do with Harmony and Ron May and eventually Firefly when she releases. Gallagher is probably my best bet, but I do not have this man built at all. Anyways, let's resume. Besides Bailu, I have Kafka. She's got the lightning set on. This was like back when there wasn't any DOT at all. No DOT sets. And I was too lazy to refarm for her. I mean, she's like doing decent damage as is. Plus, like, generally she doesn't even need, I guess, anything other than attack percentages. There's Black Swan. I think she's decent. Oh, okay. But don't look at that purple. Well, god damn it. I might have to do something about that. I remember why I have her on purple. It's because I hate farming this fucking planet. The simulated universe. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Not me saying planet. I meant world. And here's Branya, my baby girl. I remember when I first played and I immediately got her E1. So I managed to win the 50-50 for Sela. And I also won Branya in the standard banner. And I rolled on the standard again. And I got E1. And then obviously like there's the guaranteed character selector after 300 pulls, I believe. And I managed to get her E2. And then I won another 50-50 on this on a limited banner. I was not mad at about that at all, actually. Like that just means she's just even more busted. Yeah, but I haven't been able to integrate her into any rotations or any teams lately just because I wanted to use my newer units first. Yeah, and there's Sparkle. She's pretty up there. Respectable. I have all of her traces 10-10-10. I guess there's some like minor traces that I should probably think about, especially this crit rate and the health. She's pretty squishy, I'm not gonna lie. I have her on speed and health, Penacony set, because I mean I initially wanted to run Sparkle with my Quantum DPS, Sela. I kind of realized now she's a lot more useful in like a flex team of not just Quantum. So it's kind of like a wasted, I guess, stat bonus, but it's whatever. I mean, I'm mostly here for the regen. It's better than Von Whack, I think, in terms of like consistency. Sela, I mean, she's doing all right. I don't know if it's a respectable crit rate, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do with your drops, man. And here's Harmony MC, everything break. I have Talia on her, but I don't have nearly enough speed. Oh, I do. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't have enough speed to take advantage of the 145 break effect boost from having 145 speed. But I do. I don't know when I did that, but I was probably so embarrassed looking at it. Okay. See, this is what I was farming this Calyx for. Just to round out this. I'm probably gonna get this one to 10 next, and then this, because she actually does a shit ton of damage. Just her skill alone, after using her ult and using it for super break. God damn. She's actually the most busted unit like that Hoyo has released as a free character. Okay, and here's Locha. I mean, like, I really don't give a crap about this guy. No, let me rephrase. No, I do give a crap about this guy because he's kind of single-handedly carried a lot of my I guess my MOC. My MOC, what do you even call them? Resets? Phases? But yeah. He's kind of been slotted in with my Jingliu team and switched between Fushuan, just depending on what I need. If it's an AoE enemy that does a lot of splash damage, then I throw in Fushuan. If it's a single target type of enemy, then I just throw in Locha. Or if I need like the skill points, like for sure. And I can't be as conservative. I don't think he necessarily needs any of these leveled up anymore. They don't do anything for him. I think these minor traces, maybe. Welt, he's someone I recently started building just because I kept seeing mention of him being used as sustain for Acheron. And I actually really love playing Welt. It's just that he's so fucking hard to play because you have to have like a really deep, I guess, knowledge of enemies' resistances. And if like the enemies don't have any imaginary weakness at all, he's kind of useless. I mean, he'll still slow and he'll still debuff. It's just not as effective because you won't be able to break as well. And that's kind of like where a lot of his slow comes from inflicting imaginary break damage. And here's Su Shang. I really want to work on her. I really want to make her work. Last stream, I was copying. Last stream, I was coping so bad because I didn't have Boot Hill. And I don't want Boot Hill. If there's one thing about me, I will refresh everyone. If there's one thing about me, I love women. And I will play as many of my women as possible, okay? Locha's just there and Welt's just there because, you know, first of all, Locha's my, the same way like a twink might have like a twink handler, Locha's my lesbian handler, okay? Lesbian handler. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. Locha's my lesbian handler. Like, without him, who's gonna lead my pack, you know? And Welt, he's Peepaw. He keeps the girls in check, what can I say? Right? So, I've accepted them into my pretty much all-woman squad roster. Whatever you may call it. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna try to make Su Shang work. I know that her value is in her break, and I've been trying to build her break. Her speed's a bit short, but that's okay because of her kit. She has inherent speed boost when she inflicts... Actually, let me read up on that. There you go. Okay, when an enemy has their weakness broken, her speed increases by 1937. Perfect for super break because even after broken, we can still take advantage of the break effect. I need to do a lot of grinding for the hunt. Yeah, the hunt. Weapon materials. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what any of this is called. I'm just gonna refer to it as whatever comes to mind. But yeah, I need a lot more currency. Like, this looks like a lot, but I'm gonna run out really quickly. Just based on how many units and how many traces I need to level. I've also been thinking about leveling Gwenaifen simply because on the MOC2 floor... Here, let me show you. On... not 2. On MOC 12... the previous one. The one that's about to close in 7 days. There is a lot of fire weaknesses, which would help break so easily. So easily. And instead of... Well, I mean, Pella's kind of essential. So instead of slotting Ron May in this slot, I would have Seiko Knife in here. I was originally going to put Silver Wolf there, and I might still, since obviously my Silver Wolf's more built than Gonaifen. Yeah. But I mean, if you really think about it, all I really have to do is relic farm, and I think my best bet is to relic farm for... I'm gonna have to... Give me a second. I'm gonna have to look at Pride Wind in a little bit. But yeah, that's my dilemma right now. It's fine. I think I might just go with Silver Wolf since she's already... All her traces are already maxed out. All I really have to do is focus on getting the right relics on her. And that's pretty much it. All of these other people, like, I don't even use Ting Yun that much, actually. Just because I have so many limited 5-star harmonies. I should probably look into leveling her just so I can get more uptime, say, on Sushang's ult, which is where the majority of my break damage is going to come from. I'll think about it. It's just, I'm not really going to prioritize these units right now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now that I've looked over my own account, I want to think about which team I will be bringing into this MOC. I'll just clear everything. Okay. So let's look at the enemies. Okay. I really want to get rid of the yachts, basically. The baddies. The mechanical baddies of first wave. They are so annoying. Basically, they slow. Yeah, they have a lot of like action delay. This one is just like a straight up delay and a lot of physical AoE damage, I believe. And this one, let's see. Yeah, it causes your unit to basically be out of like the turn order altogether, which is fucking stupid, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, hi Toby. I just realized you said meow. Oh, dude, yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired of this fucking stage. So there's Japard, and this is where I guess a single target would be more useful, such as Silver Wolf. Yeah, definitely. Because then all I'd have to do is focus on this one and then move on to Japard, right? Yeah. And plus, if I have Gonaifen instead of... Well, I don't know, actually. If I have Silver Wolf on here, I can implant a weakness on Japard and then potentially break faster with Pela or Silver Wolf. But, yeah. I don't know. Let's say this is my team. Actually, let me see what other people I've cleared with. Okay, they've cleared with Acheron, Pela, Silver Wolf. Interesting. Okay, my friend's running a wind set on her. For that first turn ult, maybe? With, Fushuan. Second half is DOT. Interesting. I didn't think to bring in DOT. I just thought to bring in my Sushang. Okay, but I'm really determined to make Sushang work. I suppose I can bring in Fushuan this half. Yeah. That looks good. I was gonna bring in Welt, but I don't think my Welt is invested enough, and I don't think I can do it within 7 days to get him to the point where he's got perfect stats where I can perfectly delay the enemies that I want. There's just no way. I'm just going to play it safe and play Fushuan. So in terms of this half, we have physical weakness, the 2 yachts, and yacht on the other wave. Okay. I do see why people ran, it's mostly Kafka and Black Swan, but I think in my case, I'm still gonna stick with physical since every unit has physical. So Sushong, and I really want to use Harmony MC. And let's get Ron Mei in there, wherever she may be. Am I blind? Yeah, I am. She's right there. And then the 4th slot, it's a bit up in the air. I was thinking maybe... Actually, let me look at my notes. I actually have a notepad for this. Okay, I see. So what I was thinking is that I have someone to literally push me ahead in the turn order. So that would either be Robin or Welt. I think Robin might be my best choice here, just so I can get Sushong to break as often as possible. But Welt wouldn't be so bad here either, because we have Ron Mei here. We can extend the delay pretty long with these two. But like I said, Welt is very high investment. I need like pretty close to perfect stats to be, I guess, set with him. But with Robin, at least, yeah, at least she's a lot easier to build. I can build her a little more tanky. I can build all of my support units a little more tanky just to survive wave 1 and get to wave 2. Yeah, that might actually have to be the move, because I tried my Sushong team with Locha. It's just too slow. He doesn't offer anything besides, like, I guess, obviously sustain, right? But he doesn't offer that much break. Robin, she's just a lot more useful because she can basically give me a whole other 2 turns with my units. So this is the team I'll focus on building for now. I'm gonna check Pride Win to see what relics they may need, but before I even get to relics, I have to get to traces, and we know who's behind in traces, hella. And that's gonna be, yeah, Gwenifin. She is super behind. I don't even know if I'm gonna build her. I think I'm just gonna build Silver Wolf just to make it easy. And plus I've been meaning to anyway. Yeah. Yeah, her break effects thing, it only works if she gets to break all the time. But with my Acheron team, Acheron kind of needs to be the one breaking, or she's gonna be most likely the one breaking. It's just how it is. Yeah. So let's see what other traces we may need. Maybe not that. Okay, Robin, I'm gonna activate this one. Just so I can say, like, oh, her trace tree is completely done. Now on to not her. Where's my Harmony MC? There you are. Oh god. Okay. See all this shit I have to do. I'm gonna prioritize her talent because it gives her additional energy when any enemy is broken, which is really useful, right? We're gonna need that ult uptime. And then the second is going to be skill, because she actually does a lot of damage. And ideally, I get these stat bonuses right here too. So, time to get to work. Oh, I didn't know I farmed that much. Jesus. Yeah, no. See, I'm already like... I already know I need way more credits. After I level what I can, I'm just gonna hop into a daily quest, get my dailies done, and then Do simulated universe. There you go. See, that's all I can do. Okay. Let's see what I have to do for dailies. Okay, let me do the daily thing so I can get the credits. Oh yeah, that's perfect actually. Garden and Plenty is perfect. That's just gonna allow us to farm traces way faster, dude. Normally a lot of time is spent. It's kind of bizarre how much, or like insane, how much time you have to spend on traces and on relics. That is a lot of investment. I almost wish Hoyle would, I guess, lower the spend for each calyx. It would just make farming for characters, especially new characters, way easier. Because the relic grind is already kind of like indefinite. You know, you don't know when you're going to stop grinding for a character. Okay, cool. There's a child. I didn't even notice that. I ain't talking to you, Todd. That's another day. I'm pretty sure that's part of like a side quest line from the Lofu that I did a while ago and forgot about. Okay, let's collect all of this. Okay, and time to spend some of my energy on the Harmony one because we want Harmony MC up. And after we get them pretty much max, I'm gonna move on to Sushang, which is kind of necessary if I want to be able to do damage with her. Because the issue last time was that we weren't able to do damage. We were able to clear, but the clear was slow. Sushang is viable. It's just that I need more damage. I do not have her well built at all.
Can I have fun this time? We came together as one.
Free will, or was it?
Oh wow. Whoops.
Again.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? More enemies. Time for a good old counter.
I weep for the departed.
I want to flip it and reverse it.
World human creations. I see through you.
Another journey begins. Just for bliss.
This combat needs optimizing.
Oh, whoops. That sucks. Whatever.
This is double speed.
Ah! Hey, my shit rocked.
You took the bait. Data secure. Network accessible. Time for a good old counter.
Free will, or was it? Still water.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a bug. Converge and awaken.
This is so chill vibes.
Another journey begins.
I think I literally take longer than the autoplay. Because I'm thinking. I shouldn't be thinking, but I am. You know, I normally have no thoughts, but I've been thinking a lot about, I guess what character, or what I'm playing Honkai for. Just because lately I've been having like 3 games on rotation, which is like Wuthering Waves, Genshin, and Honkai. But I always seem,
Quick divination.
I guess, attracted, or I keep coming back for Honkai. And that's simply because I really love the world building that Hoyo has done for its characters. And plus the character designs, they're just so cool. I remember my first impression of, I guess, Honkai Star Rail. It was like very sci-fi because it took place on like, obviously, the spaceship. Herta Space Station. Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it took place on Herta Space Station.
Ready for another?
I can't even speak.
More enemies.
And I, at the time, had been playing Destiny a lot. And the appeal of Destiny for me was the creative direction and the environmental design. It was just so immersive in a way that felt fucking cool, you know? And Star Rail was kind of like that bridge in between, especially like the beginning planet that you start on. And like the fact that they made the MC so likable too. I love Stell. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite characters starting off. Like normally when I remember when I started playing Genshin, I did not really like any of the MC options. The only character I really liked was Amber and Jean. But Star Rail succeeded in making such a likable protagonist. And like the appeal is that like she's so freaking dumb and you can relate so bad. Like, dude, I'm dumb too. You're just like me for real. Uh-oh.
Commencing support. You took the bait. Time for a buzz. Enemy targets ready for another.
Another journey. Still water.
I wonder what... Okay, I'm in the last round. Cool.
Enemy data net marker accessible.
Alright, kill him.
I weep for the departed.
Yeah, and you know, coming like as a person who came from games such as League of Legends or League of Legends,
Targets detected.
Valorant, Destiny, those are more like, I guess, competitive games. Coming into Star Rail was kind of like a breath of fresh air because I remember I had a big complex about like wanting to be good at those games. Destiny a little less, you know, strict, but there's also like, you know, obviously game knowledge of raid mechanics and dungeon mechanics that put the pressure on essentially. But coming to Star Rail, it's like you can be good if you choose to be, you know, like you just have to put in the work and research just to be a better player for your own account. Like you're not playing for anyone else but for your own satisfaction, and I thought that was cool. And ironically, Star Rail kind of brought me back to Genshin because the thing with Genshin was that like it kind of became a bit of a chore, especially with the introduction of Sumeru. I just didn't feel like
Bait.
pursuing exploration in that region at all. It just wasn't fun to me.
This combat
But
needs up.
I think when Star Rail released, they started putting in the work essentially because they released Fontaine. Fontaine's story is just amazing. I personally haven't played through Fontaine just yet, but I do plan to in the future stream. Possibly after this week, after I get my 7-day grind on concluded.
Ready for another?
And I love Navia, dude. Navia's just like been one of the best characters, and this is totally unbiased, but she's been the best character to come out of it. I love that blondie. That's my faux Tay Swift. Every girl talking about Tay Swift, that's my Taylor Swift, bro. But yeah,
We have the upper hand.
I don't see myself letting go of Star Rail anytime soon just because I love like the gameplay loop of it. And that's the thing, you know, games attract
Can I have fun?
their player base based on what the gameplay loop is. And the gameplay loop for Genshin, it just got so overwhelming, and there was just so much content to consume that it actually just it didn't seem like there was like a clear place for me to end up at. You know? I mean, there's like the Serenity Teapot where you can like customize your island, or there's character building, or there's character quests and side quests and exploration, and there's all this stuff that like as someone who has trouble focusing up, like it's just too much for the rewards it gives, because I know a lot of the player base complains about essentially the rewards that are given for the amount of effort is put in. It's not much. And Star Rail, I mean, obviously you have to put in effort, like mentally, I guess, but it's still not that strenuous. I can enjoy the world. I can enjoy the world building, right? Like the only thing, there's not one thing to enjoy about Star Rail, I think. I think in Genshin, there's joy in, I guess, chasing numbers, chasing the most meta things, and that's simply because, like, you know, I guess the community kind of puts it up to be that way. But in Star Rail, there's joy in conversating about, I guess, future predictions in the story, where it might lead, what we know now. I don't know. And I also just love the characters design more. I'm just like yapping, but yeah, just been thinking about that, because I kind of realized I'm not a variety player. Like, I can't play multiple games. I have to have like 1 or 2 or 3 games that I stick with, because otherwise I run out of time in the day, you know? Don't have much time to allocate for everything. Kind of why I dropped Valorant for the most part. I mean, I log on here and there, you know? Yeah, I log on here and there to Valorant just to see what's up, play with friends, but I don't play to play comp. Although when I do get on, it tends to be comp, because I mean, my logic is like, oh, if I'm going to be on once in a while, I might as well, like, you know, get some points out of it, even if I'm not actually looking to rank up. A bit weird. I know some people are like, oh, if you're going to play for fun, and if you're like not serious about it, you should probably just hop on normals. But my elo is low enough where I can like get away with that. And not have to worry about sabotaging others, because it's not like I'm purposely going to throw, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to play for fun, trolling's not my definition of fun. But yeah. And then I kind of dropped Destiny. I mean, it was such a money sink, dude. Like, logically, I should be playing Destiny still, just to get my money's worth, because I've spent over $100 on that game. Just for, like, the DLCs alone. And that's not even, like, accounting for, like, the battle pass, I think. I don't know the exact number for what I spent, but it's not good. And it wasn't healthy how much time I was, like, playing and how frustrated I would get. Because, like I said, you have to have a lot of game knowledge, and that requires a lot of research and a lot of time spent to accumulate the weapons necessary to finish a dungeon or a raid efficiently, right? You don't want to be the burden to your team, and that was like the pressure, you know? The pressure here is that I'm giving myself a completely... I forgot what the word is, but like... superficial deadline. That's not even right. Arbitrary deadline? Let me look it up. Yeah. Arbitrary deadline for myself to finish MOC, simply because I want to see if I can do it, you know? It's just based on my own personal merit. And not, you know, anyone else's, I guess, input? I don't even know what I'm saying. Makes sense to me.
ready for another?
That's half the work. Still water.
All right, that's double reward spent. I'll still need the farm stuff.
Stream 4.
All right, let's see what I need to get. I think let's look at her relics. I think my Acheron's at a place where she's okay, you know? I think she can still get me through MOC. Let's look at Silverwolf's relics. Not too bad. Ideally, her Quantum Orb would have some sort of effect hit rate. Because right now it doesn't seem like she does. Yeah. Oh, these are pretty good. For Robin, pretty good. Don't really care about Clara right now. Let's see her. Oh, she has effect hit rate on this. What's she doing with that? Effect hit rate on that too. What? That should be going to Silverwolf. Well, Silverwolf also has effect hit rate. Okay, that's fine. But this, I think Silverwolf can do without the quantum damage orb and simply utilize HP orb just so that she's less squishy. I think that might be the move. Okay, so let me switch these two. And then Ranmei, I'm gonna actually put Ranmei on... I can never find her icon. There she is. I'm gonna put her on this one right here because it has break effects. And here, I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep this just because like the stats are kind of like subpar. And I don't know who else I would use it on besides Silverwolf. Yeah. I'll probably just use that as like fodder. Hi Z-Hill. Am I winning? I'm not winning anything. I'm kind of just chilling and seeing if I can build up my units so I can get revenge for last stream because that was so bad. Thanks for checking in. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna focus on farming up. I am open to using DOT as well for the second half. But that would mean I would have to farm for Pangalactic, and I don't know if I want to do that, honestly. Okay, so it looks like I have a bit of room to farm for Sushang. Yeah, because right now I don't need effect hit rate on Sushang. That's really unnecessary. So let's do simulated universe and get our dailies in. Yeah, I mean, I would do World 7 too, just so I can see if I can get better stats. But I don't, just based on what I looked at, I don't think I really need to invest too much relic farming on anyone. Svarog. I'm gonna do Acheron just so I can make the run quicker. I've actually really loved running Himiko with Acheron, because even though Himiko doesn't always have like 100% hit rate when it comes to her debuffs, it's still a debuff, and when she does a follow-up attack, that's a chance at a debuff, and that's like every 3 times you break an enemy weakness. I still think that's a valuable stat to have. I'll throw Fushuan in there for some sustain. And I haven't unlocked Erudition yet, that's next on my checklist. But you were gonna ground out some materials in another game? You're tired? What? But the grind never stops, man. What game is this? Oh, and I'm so tired from today. I literally spent all day today and like last night trying to set up I set up a new mic. I don't know if you can tell, but new mic, and then I also set up some sound panels, or was it acoustic panels, because I was like listening back to all my old streams. I was like, dude, I can't. I have the money. I might as well just like splurge a little bit if I want to be a little more serious about this whole content streaming thing. That'd be cool if I can get Cat's Cradle from one of these blessings. But alas, that's wishful thinking. Yeah, and I also moved my streaming software from Streamlabs to OBS. Even though they're both basically the same thing, I found that the flexibility of having like, I guess, third-party plugins for OBS was so much better. Like I can dual stream to YouTube like I am right now. Not that I have anyone looking at it. It's still nice to be able to have the VOD there. Oh, I love Acheron. She makes running simulated universe or any content with like trash mobs so much easier. I don't even have to think about it. I know this is not the case, but... Oh my god. It's not the case right now, but if I had to relic grind simulated universe, she makes things so much easier and quicker. I haven't optimized like how quickly, or what was it? I haven't optimized her enough to speedrun it within like less than 10 minutes, but enough. Feeling the splurge. Beta ghost. Dude. Wait, what is that? What genre is that game?
Make a wish. Burn a wish. Stream 4.
Definitely seems a bit better, but now I'm wondering what is in the background. Like, are you talking about audio-wise, or like the sound panels I put up? What's in the background right now is just like lo-fi music. A roguelike? You know, I have a roguelike enthusiast friend. She was actually trying to get me to play Rabbit and Steel, which I heard is kind of like a roguelike with like a raid system.
I weep for the departed.
You know, speaking of raid system, I was just talking about this before you entered the stream, but yeah, I was talking about how the game I hyperfixated on before Star Rail was Destiny. And my background in gaming is pretty small because I'm not a variety gamer. Like the way I play games is like I just put all my effort and time into one. But my first impression of Star Rail was so good because like I love the sci-fi aesthetic. I love like creative direction that's like sci-fi. Which is why Wuthering Waves is actually pretty good too. But yeah, that made the transition from Destiny to Star Rail so much easier. You wouldn't think so because they're like kind of different games. But nah, bro. I love a kick-ass like MC. Please. Okay, that's a physical orb. That's good, but wrong element. That could be something. I don't know. Depends on what I roll into force stat. Kind of cyberpunky, like a game show, except battle arena, time trial. animation. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. If you have a link to some gameplay, you can just drop it. Even though I just said I stick to one game, like I like to watch gameplay of other games. Dude, my favorite I guess YouTuber turned streamer turned gamer is Jaden Animations. Like she just plays so many random games, and I just follow just to follow. I don't even know what's happening. I'll try to find. Thank you, goat. I'm actually so mad at TikTok. They don't make it easy for someone starting out to go live. Just because I was live on TikTok before, but they've revoked my permissions. And like now I'm like in a restricted window. I don't know when's the next time I'll be able to stream there. Which is fine, I guess. The plan is after this stream I edit down some VODs, upload it to TikTok. And this one in particular, this stream, it's gonna be part of like the next few streams for the next few days are literally gonna be part of one video. And it's literally just me like freaking out on how to beat this fucking stage in MOC. I remember Jaden Animations. Haven't seen anything from her recently though. Dude, she's so active. I'm actually surprised. Like she did a whole face reveal. She did a face reveal and then she started playing hella games, especially with like Alpha Rad. And then she had a whole subathon. I don't know how long that shit was, but I remember that shit was running for a couple days. That was crazy. What was I saying? MF's ADHD be like... Yeah, what I meant to say is that the next few streams up until Friday is literally just gonna be me grinding out Star Rail in order to beat the end game content that I was stuck on for the longest time. And then I'm gonna edit that down into a video, try to promote it on some of my platforms. See how that turns out. If you can give me some clickbait titles, that'd be appreciated. Because the original idea was to be like, I fixed my account in 7 days to beat MOC. Something like that.
A quick divination.
Time for an overhaul. Destiny is
Oh, why can't this guy just die? Oh, I just saw your message. Yeah, why no permissions? I don't know. I don't know if I'd like... I don't think I went against any guidelines, unless it's like... It's because I cursed on stream or something. But it might also be just be because I have less than 1K followers, which is the typical requirement to be able to stream on TikTok. But I was able to, I guess, request an exception because I do have an affiliate account on Twitch. So I was trying to see if, like, you know, that counted for something. Which it doesn't, apparently. Stupid, but whatever.
What do you want to know?
Cool, cool. Okay, let's see what we get. You know, we've been getting pretty lucky with just getting Talia rolls, but also unlucky because it's not the stats we need. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Because well, this one's not too bad. But yeah, ideally we'd be getting an attack rope with break effect stats or crit rate stats. Same goes for the orb. It'd be like physical damage plus break effect and speed. No, all in all, it's fine. You can't really expect too much from relic farming. It's never gonna give you shit you need anyway. Like, you kind of just have to like this is the type of thing where it's like, oh, you're watching like paint dry. Oh, sorry. Where you're watching paint dry or rephrase that. Watching paint dry, letting water boil. You just have to look away, you know? Same goes for relic farming. You just have to let the water boil out of sight, out of mind. And then you're like, oh shit, I got something like good from farming. Wait, what did I just get? I don't even think I got what I wanted. Why'd I do that? It's fine. Simulated universe has been like easy enough where I can just like fuck up and it's not a problem. See what I got. Oh, I got the wrong 3-star. I gave up on trying to find the perfect play footage, but there's this that seems recent. Perfect! Okay. I'm glad I can look at stuff after stream. That's probably exactly what I'm going to do, actually. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Storm's on the horizon. Make a wish.
You know, it's the koala headband. My drip. I had to do it. I'm actually gonna watch it on the side right now. Cyberpunk Hades. I've heard about Hades. Not that I know too much about it. I've heard of it. And I know people are really invested in the characters. Some of them are hot. Whoa. You know what? I don't know if you've seen like the UI for Zenless Zone Zero's Hoyo versus like, I guess not third, but entry into hack and slash, I want to say.
We've hardly any time left to say farewell.
It's kind of like got that same aesthetic, that same like punky high-tech aesthetic. That's so cool, dude. Oh, it's got a little combo bar at the top right. Damn. I should try it out. It looks satisfying. What?
Memories are ever beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Oh, the character he plays kind of looks like a Cyberpunk Mercy. That's cool.
All things human creations.
Yeah, after I'm done running Simulated Universe, I might just have to end the stream early. Besides, this stream was all about like just going over my account and like where I went wrong with my characters, essentially.
Free will, or was it fate? Still water. I weep for the departed.
We've passed a point where there's more content than you can spend an entire lifetime watching, so it's difficult to even pick stuff now. Dude, what? That's the thing though. With like games with like a long lifetime or service, like, yeah, long lifetime or like a long period of being serviced, like they have to introduce content to retain their player base. But that also means it's a higher entry. That's not what I meant to say. It's a higher barrier to entry for newer players wanting to pick up the game. There's just going to be an introduction of so many more mechanics for them to, you know, get to know, and also so much more lore, if there is lore in this game, which I'm assuming there is, because the world looks really cool. But yeah, that's the con of having like, you know, a pretty active development team.
Another journey begins.
It's like you're kind of forced to like put out as much content as possible. But even so, like that was kind of the case for me with Destiny. Like I went in like years after it launched, and I still found some enjoyment in it despite like not having like weapons or cosmetics that were exclusive to those that played like years ago, you know? So I don't think like that would bother me all too much if I tried something new. It just would be nice to be in the loop. That's kind of why, like, you know, in these sort of games, I kind of like to do a lot of research first. Like, oh, like what can I do as a new player to maximize my time and effort spent? Especially since I'm probably not going to be spending that much time on it if I'm playing like other games. It's just interesting to think about, like the pros and cons of having like a pretty active community, pretty active developers.
Another blood debt repaid.
It's good for the fans. I think a balance can be struck when both a balance can be struck if developers take their time and are very intentional with their choices on what to release. Oh, this is actually pretty good. For Robin, maybe? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's still a lot of games out there that are still going to need new players, but also they're old news. It's true, dude. Heard about the death of Blizzard? Like, you got the Hearthstone OGs that know all the strats, what the best decks are. But like, the more skilled a player base is, I'm telling you right now, the more skilled a player base is, it's harder for newbies to get in. Because there's going to be so much, I guess, jargon to like filter through and be like, okay, this shit matters to me, or this shit doesn't matter to me. Or it's like, this is only like tech that 1% of the player base uses versus what I, a casual, should use, you know? Ugh, dude, I was just talking about this. Like, there's an expectation, especially in a game like Destiny, to just know everything about the game. You just have to know. Even if you're low level, you know? It's like, oh, you don't know how to run this? You don't know how to do this with the most up-to-date strat of, like, 2024. I can't believe you don't know this, and I can't believe you don't have the whatever it may be, like equipment, loot, stats. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know, but I do know. I've been there. It sucks, dude. Because it feels like you're the burden and like you're gonna throw your whole team behind. Dude, nah. Same goes for freaking Valorant, dude. There's always like a new meta. It's always ever evolving, ever changing meta. Keeps the game fresh, yeah, but makes it hard for players that are not as serious to return to the game and enjoy it. Okay. Did I finish this? No, I need to run it one more time. Okay, I'll run the same one. Hopefully we get something better out of this world. I really want like a good orb or Sushong. That's the ideal. I was running Nihility earlier, but I could try Elation. It's a bit risky. Or maybe I stick with what I know. Yeah, Nihility's just too good. Like, I just don't even have to think and I like beat it. And all the different strats and meta, it's a lot. If I try to go back to a game like Path of Exile, again, I feel like I need a user manual for something. It'd be the size of a school textbook. Dude, that's so true. That is actually so true. That's the most based comment I've ever seen. It feels like you need to read a guide for any game. I feel like there's a lot of content that's made purely based on speculation and, I guess, unreleased beta gameplay. Leaked content, essentially. Right? I mean, that's like how gacha works. I see a lot of it. Like when Wuthering Waves hasn't even released yet, but obviously it's open to a select beta audience. Like people speculate and they're like, oh, this is the best way. This is how you min-max like your stamina. This is what you should be doing at this point in the game at this level. Like for Wuthering Waves, it's like the very first, I guess, milestone you have to speedrun and reach is to get databank level 15. And you get databank level 15 by leveling to union level 30, right? And there's a certain order that that these, I guess, tutorial lists like say you have to do. Like, oh, you got to beat the main quest first, and then you got to pursue the side quest, and then you got to get as much exploration done as soon as possible in this order. And this is how you should be farming for echoes and da-da-da-da, stuff like that. It's like, if you were a new player and you didn't see any of these contents, you'd essentially, like, miss out on common knowledge and be behind. Which really isn't common knowledge, if you think about it. Only the hardcore people that, you know, want to invest their time wisely would search up that content and consume that content. But that sucks because the people that don't spend as much time need that content as well. If you really think about it. I'm just yapping. I hope any of that made sense. In contrast, how can you come up with any new strats if you follow a guide or a meta? Dude, exactly.
Storms on the horizon.
Like, the thing with these videos that preach like, oh, or that preach how they should get started in a game, it kind of like it kind of sets the community back in that we have to stay within the shell, have to do things in a certain order. There's a hierarchy you have to follow. Fucking sucks.
Humanity feels its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I weep for the departed.
Humanity's creations.
Yeah, sorry, I had to text someone real quick, but
Together as one.
it makes me think about the concept of Reapers from Mass Effect. Do tell, I have no background in Mass Effect. I remember watching one gameplay.
You won't get away.
Like it was probably from the Rad Brad or something. Like if you know the Rad Brad, like he's that OG YouTuber that just plays through every game imaginable. But yeah, I have no recollection of whatever Mass Effect was about. Following a designed path. But they're just there to consume you. That's deep, man. That's deep. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this fucking sucks. Yeah, if you really think about it though, having all these guides kind of makes you less of a good player because you don't get the chance to really experiment for yourself and discover like the mechanics are. And even then, most guides are like, oh, do this, this, and this. And they don't really explain like cause and effect, like, oh, why you need to equip certain items and whatnot. Right? Like, I know when I started Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, I would completely skip over reading anything about the kit. Or even the creator themselves would like glaze over it. And I would just focus on what items I need to build. And I wouldn't even understand what purpose these items have to my character. I just see if I have it, throw it on, you know? Without a guide, at least you're kind of forced to read through your player's kit and adapt from there. That's kind of the difference between like a well-seasoned player that like actually reads and is capable of breaking the rules after knowing the rules, you know, versus someone who just follows the rules because someone said so without any explanation. Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. What a fun discourse. How far am I into this fucking world? Sometimes just going by feel and ignoring the signs might be better. You get me. Yeah, for sure. I would say I'm like the type of player to be somewhere in between. Like I read up on stuff, but then, you know, most of the time what I know is just from getting hands-on and like fucking up essentially on my own.
Storms on the horizon. Make a wish. Burn a wish.
Oh, whoops. It does help to learn by example though, I will say. Especially when it comes to endgame content, like I love watching people, no voiceover, no nothing, right? Just like do a showcase essentially. Because then I can like look at them and be like, okay, what did they do that I'm not doing? I just realized I'm on auto. Probably makes this fight faster anyway. I'm a bit distracted. I have to wrap this up in a little bit.
I weep for the departed.
Jesus. Oh, that was a mistake. He should have been dead by now. Cool. Let's see if we get Cat's Cradle. No! Okay, that's fine. I need more points for kitty time. No! It's okay. I will literally be on all week. Maybe my friends will be on call with me while I chillaxies and get this shit done. I'm glad you enjoy my cat, though. He will be a guest star very often. He likes to come into my room nowadays. Probably because I cleaned up and gave him a dedicated corner of my room for his kitty tower. Ooh, okay, we're close to the boss. 11 out of 13 stages. He has a tower? Yes, he does. That he does. His own dedicated mansion. Dare I say. Now, bro loves up there. It's like one of those like towers that have like scratching posts and like little compartments for them to like huddle into. I should post it on my Twitter some of these days. It's so cute, dude. Ah!
Free will, or was it fate? Just for a blip. Again, I weep for the departed. What do you want to know? Memories are beneath the water. Lies an endless abyss. You won't get away.
You watch a lot of cat content? Dude, me too. Wait, do you use TikTok? Because my For You page, or I guess my recommended page, is literally filled with just cats. And it's just cat memes. It's not even cute cat videos. It's literally just like imagine like a cat standing on fours, like looking real buff.
Destiny isn't chosen.
I swear I've seen that exact imagery, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Usually YouTube or YouTube Shorts? Dude. Honestly, I kind of understand the appeal of Reels now. I've been on... most of my content I consume is on YouTube too. But I didn't use Reels because the meme goes is that everything on Reels is like on TikTok. But it's just like late by like a year. You know? But nowadays, like... YouTube Shorts are pretty unique.
Make a wish. Burn away. Scream for.
I'm too much of a boomer for TikTok, I think. That's fine, dude. TikTok can be so, like, overwhelming. It also feels like they're listening in. Like, sometimes I'll have a conversation with someone and they'll just show up on my feed. It's scary. But I love it nonetheless. I'll gladly give them my information. I feel like I get brain rot with too many shorts, dude. That's how they get you. That's how they monetize you. Longer format seems to help. Dude, I love watching like video essays to like kind of de-bloat my head, if that makes sense. I can't believe Skibbity Toilet's a real thing though. These kids need to watch like an episode of Game Theory or something. Like even that's better than whatever crack content that is.
I weep for the departed. What do you want to know? Ill fate is dead. You won't get away. Free will or just for a blip.
Oh my god, how's this dude not dead yet? Alright, come on. Come at me, bro. That's fine, because I can flip it and reverse it. Go, Fushuan. I'm like addressing them as like my Pokemon. Go, Fushuan, go!
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed.
Acheron's so sick. I never get sick of her animations. It's so good. Can this man die? It is basically Pokemon.
Another journey begins.
Dude, imagine if Pokemon, like, I don't know if this is a thing, but
Destiny is
imagine if Pokemon wasn't just 1v1 and it was just like 4v4. That'd be fucking chaotic. But that'd be so fun. That would actually persuade me to try Pokemon.
another blood.
Single-handedly. Or I guess four-handedly. Physical damage, that's fine. That's okay. Kind of sucks, but whatever. That's okay. This could be good for somebody. I don't know. Yeah, it could be good for somebody. Not me. Oh god, okay, we're finished. Right. I'm gonna end it there. Sorry for such a short stream. But let me get back to the car. Let me get my ass back there. Oh, look, Paimon's sad because I'm ending the stream. No. But yeah, essentially I just started the stream so I can assess my account and figure out what units I want to use for MOC. So here's the review.
Do you want to enter the
Yes, I do. For this stage, I plan on using Acheron, Pela, not those two. What is that? What is happening? Acheron, Pela, Silverwolf, and Fushuan. Second half, I want to use Sushang, Harmony MC, Ronmei, and potentially Robin or Locha, depending on how I'm feeling when I actually do it. Let's see if this works. I don't know. That just means I have to spend a lot of time to invest into these characters and get the right substats and whatnot. But yeah, that's the game plan. Let's execute within the next 6 days. Okay? Peace. 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 Wait, let me read your comment before I end it. There's that pirate software guy, Thor, son of No Life, WoW guy from South Park that has equated so many games to just being Pokemon. No, maybe Pokemon was there. Maybe Pokemon existed since the inception of the world. You know, why do you think What was I gonna say? What's that, like, one giant Pangea? Why do you think Pangea split? It's because the Pokemon had, like, waged a war. And then we created games based off of them. Because they were that powerful. And so influential. Right? Everything is Pokemon. See? You get me. Alright. No, for real though. Bye. I will bring my cat next stream. Bye bye. I didn't mean that.